And here we are in match 3 of Friday Night Fights. Radioactive and Animal Instinct on the commentary here, and we are playing Hardcore Infantry.
This is the meat and potatoes. This is the straight skill, cat-like reflexes. I'm going to split your weekend.
We've taken control.
We have two top teams that both regularly play hardcore deathmatch, so this is a pretty even match. We have Disciples and Blood.
Well, tell them about Infantry, what the setup is, because it's a little different from the normal deathmatch.
Well, other than being normal deathmatch, you can't have anything that changes the behavior of your weapon. You pick that gun, it's going to act the way it would in reality. There's no range, there's not going to be any quick loading, there's not going to be any kind of, bring it up a little bit quicker. What you got is what you got, and you got to roll with it.
Exactly. Well, it looks like we got Disciples out to an early lead here, but
this also has no distance weapons other than grenades.
Other than grenades, yes, exactly. No explosives, no nonsense. It's really gun on gun, made to promote, like you said, the skill, reflexes, superior strategy, teamwork, all that. So looks like Disciples is getting out to an early lead. I was following Faded out there, yeah. P-Rod's on.
I was just watching Arid Evolution play. I believe he's on the Disciples, and he just hit a guy from across the map with an SMG. What a shot. He's hiding up in the bathrooms right now, and he seems to be having a pretty good game.
Yeah, I can't tell. Is that the MP7 or is that the MSMC?
Wow, nice shot. Faded's running around by the ambulance, getting ready to go under the bus, and he's just killing all the way. He's going from one spawn to the other and just blasting.
Yeah, it looks like he's rocking, looks like a M27. I could be wrong. That's a good, solid assault rifle by any standard.
It looks like they're running a
He's done.
Animal. They have a couple people at certain points. They have, it looks like to be like 200.
Well, you know what? Let's look at Oregon Ducks real quick here. He's kind of sitting back a little bit, just going to spawn, but he's on a 3 streak. He seems to be defending pretty well. He's got a diamond weapon of some sort. That's definitely an M27. He's got a target finder. He's definitely using that advantage.
Shot, Oregon.
Look at that.
Took the top of the skull cap off, right over the traffic pylon.
And Blood, who was falling a little bit behind there, is starting to make a bit of a push. I mean, Disciples is definitely holding it, but we just had a few guys on a 4-3-2 streaks on there. Now you kind of see the tables have turned and back on Disciples. Look at Tearless is on a little 1 here, Tear. Rocking the iron sight. Ooh, and he gets picked off. That's a tough one to swallow there. Let's take a look at Ryan.
You mentioned to me before, and diamond weapon means that this particular player has already earned a gold on every weapon in that class. Is that correct?
Correct. So they've put in some serious work with that class. So those guys you should definitely watch out for as being proficient with those weapons. They've spent a lot of time trying to hone them down to make it as good as possible. And the lead has been cut to 4. 3. Blood is on a push here. Lay for Heaven, right? As I call him, Paintball, before he changed his name. He's on a 2 streak right now. Definitely tearing it up. You can see that he's got the blood going. Nice shot. Headshot. Oh, my goodness. Mike.
Lay for Heaven has a lot of practice being the killer snake in the grass. He can lay in wait. He can hit you across the map. He's a pretty damn good shot animal.
Absolutely. And Gavorkian, too. Gavorkian's taking it easy. He's got that target finder. A lot of guys are not utilizing that enough to their advantage. And the lead is down to 1. Oh, back up to 2. And Gavorkian picks up a nice kill up in the office building to keep it down into 1 game. And it's tied up with 6 minutes left, Ray. Holy cow.
Oregon Ducks is like doing the job of 2 guys working in the middle of the map, and he is just going beast.
Yeah, I'm telling you that.
I would have thought that they had a hole in their defense coming straight down the middle, but wow, he's watching the side. He's watching the middle.
That's another kill.
All over the place. The guy's
We're winning this fight.
And did I mention he does in fact have a diamond gun in his hand?
I told you those are the guys to watch out for. Well, we're going to take a look, take a listen in actually to Disciples, because it's still a close game. And Blood is now taking the lead by 3. They had a real nice rally. Looks like much to the work of Oregon and Gavorkian being on 5 streaks each right now. Again, they're both using those target finders and just picking good spots where they can defend easily. I'm going to take a look at
Oh,
Ronan.
he just took the top of that guy's head off right by the bus from across the map.
Reloading.
What a shot.
Yeah, I mean, the tables have definitely turned. I'm going to follow Ronan here, and I'm going to take a listen in so we can hear the voices of what's going on in Disciples.
Looks like Blood's starting to put the stones to Disciples.
Well, they're up by 4. I mean, not a whole lot of talking.
Left side mid.
Oh, there you go. Not a whole lot of chatter going on in
Halfway through
Disciples
the
right
match.
now. Yeah, I mean, it's still a close game. I mean, you're talking about a deficit of 2. That can sway to 1. But, I mean, look at that. Right now,
Whoa!
it can go
It looks
immediately.
like they got one too.
Oh, and
Can't
Faded
confirm.
hits-
We pulled
Oh my
forward.
god!
were you watching Faded when I was watching Faded?
That was awesome!
That was quite the
We're
build-up. I
losing
thought he
this
was
fight.
dead to rights.
Up kill. Oh my god.
I thought he was dead to rights, caught in a reload, and he picks up a nice 4, and it's tied up again. Oh, no.
What a move.
Blood goes up by
That's
1.
highlight
2.
reel.
Yeah, it's there. And everybody that was on the streak for Disciples has gone down. So there you go. Sin just picks up a nice little 2 there. Still keeping it tight. I mean, this is a close game as there's ever been. I mean, 3 kills can
Like I said, both teams are top-notch, Animal.
Absolutely.
They both are. This is their preferred game type.
We're winning this fight.
So
look at
they
that.
are on it like hair on a gorilla.
I'm gonna look at Bilbo. I haven't seen much of him yet, but he's covering the middle. He's pulling what Oregon was doing.
We've
before.
taken the advantage.
See how he handles this smoke right now. Cooking a grenade, tossing it in there, backing up. Didn't get much, but that's an excellent tactic. And he's got his teammates watching.
We're
his
winning
back.
this fight.
Unfortunately, gets taken down. That's a shame. Let's take a look at
He's gone.
But unfortunately, the same guy that killed Ryan killed Bilbo right behind him.
Absolutely, and I just switched to Repo just in time to watch him do a nice little turn and get a 180 headshot. I want to call it skill. I think it was a little bit more luck, but he definitely had the timing on that one. And he's on a 2 little streak here. And again, Blood holding the lead, but just barely.
Is holding that bathroom down, and he is just slapping Bud in the face with that one.
Yeah,
They can't come up on him.
Oregon's back in that familiar spot that we've seen him so much this game. Again, only ahead by 1. Let's take a look at Shadow.
Looks like Careless Sin knocked him off the hill momentarily.
Yeah, Shadow Omen, again, a lot of guys using this M27. It's a good solid gun, not a whole lot of recoil. Definitely got a decent damage to it, especially in hardcore. It's definitely a 2 when you're done.
We've taken the advantage.
Reload's a little slow, but you gotta love that animation. And again, we're tied. 4 kills to win it. Looking at Omen on a 2, this is just
We've
insane.
lost the lead.
Oh,
I think this is the closest you get to actual in-your-face battle. As realistic as it gets.
and Shadow's just being patient, but he gets picked off, and it's down to the last kill. Where is this engagement gonna happen? Looks like all of Blood is back in one corner, and all Disciples is in the other. Oh, and that was it.
Oh my god.
And Bilbo
Objective incomplete.
Bilbo
Stand
gets the
by
kill
for
on
further
Shadow.
orders.
Just didn't see him in time. That is definitely a heartbreaker. But this series is far from over. The game's this close.
Nice work, Blood.
Uh-oh,
Nice work,
little
Blood.
connection interrupted flash there. Hope we don't see too much more of that. But yeah, 75-73. It doesn't get much closer. And here we are with round 2 of match 3 of Friday Night Fights. We have Blood
Deadly force
versus
is
Disciples. And Blood took the first match, but narrowly. It was a real close game. Definitely a nail biter. And here we are back again on Hardcore Infantry on Cargo. And it looks like Blood's out to an early 2-0.
I gotta hand it to you, Animal. The way you're picking these maps, you are throwing a monkey in the ranch. I mean, it's trying to skateboard on the side of a straight wall, not even a ramp. I mean, this is just beautiful.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, it is something
Difficult
to
run
note.
around this as it is to shoot somebody.
Yeah, that is one thing I definitely want to point out is these teams are not picking the maps. We're picking the maps, and I'm personally picking tough maps for these guys to have to adapt and really up their gameplay for the Friday Night Fight, and it's definitely paying off. Looks like I'm going to switch over to Ronan here. He's on top of the red crates, holding down this area. I'm looking at the team. The team's kind of spread out all on the red side, and they seem to be doing a little bit more of a sit back and hold mentality, which may pay off for them. Again, it's hardcore. All you have to do is see somebody first, and if they're turning the corner, that's a tough thing to overcome.
They're running I noticed that Disciples is really working that, having
We've pulled forward.
having all the choke points covered, while at the same time, it looks like having a couple runners go out and strike out and get a few extra kills.
You know, see, that's always my
We've lost
favorite
control.
strategy in a team deathmatch. And unfortunately, to see Shadow Omen go down there, just kind of caught
As
himself
I'm
out of
watching
position.
Blood, it looks like everybody on the Blood team is on the attack. They have,
Yeah.
I think, 2 guys sitting at a couple choke points, but everybody else has got the full frontal attack.
Yeah, I can see Riney just picks one up and a Connex over on the red side, just underneath
What
the
a
orange.
heartbreaker. What a way to get shot in the reload. Bilbo just took one right in the face while he was trying to change clips.
Yeah, I'm just switched over to replay. It looks like he's got a dual band here. I'm just trying to catch guys in that heat mode. He's shooting from real minimal or maximal cover here, and it looks like he's running the hammer, one of my favorite personal guns. And man, I mean, goodness, looking at Blood, it's no wonder they're out in front right now. All these guys are on streaks. I mean, Duck is just picking people off with that
I can't
M27.
believe he got hit. Generally, he's a pretty good guy. He can hit you from across the map, and he's pretty deadly gun to cover.
Yeah, this match is not going, I don't think, the way that Disciples wants it to go, but they're making some pretty key mistakes that I think you really have to keep in mind are really tough to overcome, especially in high pressure situations.
It looks like he killed his own teammate,
He might have, but he just picked up P-Rod with that Vector.
right?
And he's on his 6th streak, so
Pretty
you
good
can't...
shot with a vector on the...
Well, he's up close and personal. He's got that target finder again. Makes it so easy to pick people off at a distance, especially in hardcore where you don't have the benefit of the name. It is so easy to pick up a teammate here or there. I'm going to go over and switch back over to Disciples. I'm looking at Arid. He's rocking a Cap 40 with a laser sight. And he's actually not doing that bad. He's on a 3 streak right now. They really got to do something in Disciples to pick it up if they want to catch Blood at this point. There's plenty of time.
Bilbo, and it's just poetry in motion. The guy's just taking over blue. He's picking up the weapons, and he's just going beast mode. He's going back from the building, bouncing around to an orange, and he just got taken down by Faded.
But see, that's a good lesson.
He's one of the more deadly players on the Disciples.
Yeah, Faded is definitely one of the players, and you got to be careful going into the center. Even though you got the Connex sauces to give you cover, just like that, I was watching Faded, and he just gets hit in the back. You expose yourself so much going in the center of the map. But I was trying to say earlier, in these situations, it's so easy to get killed and then run right back to where you died, and you're really just serving it up for the other team. And I think that Disciples was doing that a little too early on.
I got to give Faded mad props, though, because he does so much unorthodox things. You know, a lot of teams are kind of trying to go through the same routes and come around the same parts of the map. I'm watching Faded. He tends to go a lot of places most people don't, and I think largely it works out for him.
I think you're right on that one. Although Blood has a commanding lead right now. They're up by 14 kills.
Halfway mark.
I really think that as a point of order, and again, in this match, it's really hard to say, and again, you can't really do much unless you're on the field. But I would definitely, if I was Disciples, be pushing through the building and trying to come around the back of blue. They're just getting caught out in the open time after time here on the left, and I'm just watching these guys get picked off, and they're really serving it up to guys like who's up there, like Repo, who's again up there with that hammer with the dual band. He's going to see you every time, even if you do have the benefit of that target scope. And Ryan, who's sitting over there just waiting for guys to come to him, and they really are just getting served up. It's kind of unfortunate at this point. Just like right there.
It actually looks like they're doing the exact opposite of the Disciples seem to have, like, strings set up while they have 2 runners out attacking. It looks like Blood has 2 choke points and 4 runners out attacking. And they're all, like, ninja-like, Sting up against something or having something behind them. And they are just pulling the attack on.
Yeah, I mean, Black Ops 2 has a lot of head glitchy spots, and not to say a glitch in a bad way, but it's just what we come to call, you know, a cover where you can barely see your head over. And that's what these guys are, it's what guys on Blood are really maximizing right now, and what I think Disciples really should be doing more of.
And we look around the thing, and you can see the rest of the Blood team, like, 3 wide are attacking through the middle, so they're not only getting around orange, they're also going on top of orange, and they're going around the other side through red, all simultaneously. They're giving a 3-pronged, look at that, a 75-50.
You have pleased our generals.
Yep, I mean, it's definitely probably not the way the Disciples wants it to go. I think they definitely can do some things to refine their strategy. Blood played a great game last game and this game to give it to them, and they were definitely the better team tonight. I'd be really interested to see this team's rematch in the future. But you know, hey, that's the way it goes on Friday Night Fights, and there you go. Blood takes the win for the final match of the evening.
Black.